So a man is comfortable with letting you be a woman, however that might play out, as long as you can be a support to the man. Whereas a woman, they got all these goddamn criteria. He need to make 6 figures, have a 6-pack, be 6 feet or taller, and you got all this criteria.
But do you think the reason that you feel like you need multiple women to satisfy your like needs and wants is because of your mentality? If you found a woman that did have like the intellectual capacity that on the same level as yourself, would you be bored as easily as your?
I never said I would be bored. I just have a king's appetite, love.
Okay, but if you found a woman who was on the same intellectual level as you, would you still want other women?
It's improbable, but certainly yes, I would, because it's not that a woman has a lack of intellect that I would want a separate woman. Women have trouble understanding the thinking of men, which makes sense in as much as we can't really understand your thinking fully. But know this, you might say, Marquette, you like thick women, which I do. And then you see me with a Vietnamese woman. You're like, I thought you liked thick women. I also like thin women. I like tall women. I also like short women. And variety is a flavor, you dig? So it's like, what is a player to do when his favorite flavor is new?
Ooh,
I like how you said that. He is
Well,
smooth.
I think that once you like someone, you're in love with someone, your eye doesn't turn for anybody else.
When you're
it's
in
mainly
love
for
with
women.
someone.
Well, I've spoken with men who have the same views.
They're weak. They're weak. And
They're weak.
No, really, they're weak. If you look historically at the men who have multiple wives, it's the men who are favored in the Bible, the men who are favored in the Quran. And when you look at secular society, historically, it's the men who are the greatest leaders. The Pharaoh had multiple wives. The Emperor of China had multiple wives. And you can go on indefinitely. It's the men of power.
Do you think that's because they have a lot of variety and they get bored because these women have nothing to offer but
Because
beauty?
women don't offer much utility in general. Let me just be very frank with you guys. Let's just keep it all the way 1,000. Women don't require a lot of men, but men don't require a lot of women. So since we don't require much of you guys, we're willing to deal with, date, and fuck a majority of you. But since we're willing to deal with a majority of you, with that comes, hey, there's not much utility that women provide. Men provide a lot of utility. Women don't, unfortunately.
Do you have a girlfriend?
What is an NFT?
Typical question.
What is an NFT?
I love that you asked that question.
Every time.
What does, and I love how you deflect, because you tried this earlier with him before when
No,
you tried
I'm
to
just
get a point.
asking. Do you have a girlfriend?
What does that have to do with the conversation at
I'm
hand?
just wondering.
What does that have to do with the question
Because
at
if you
hand?
don't have a girlfriend, then there's something wrong with you.
No,
and I can
that's
see
not what I
because you're a
said.
jerk.
I'm just saying,
You're a
do you have
jerk.
a girlfriend?
What does that have to do with the fact that women in general don't offer men much utility?
It doesn't. I'm just wondering.
It has nothing to do with the conversation.
And why are you wondering at this moment?
I'm just wondering out of curiosity.
No, you're not just wondering.
Yeah, because, and here's the thing.
You want to shame him.
Yeah, because.
I'm not shaming him at all.
Because
if anything, he's shaming all of us.
No, he's not
See?
shaming me,
See?
but I will
There
say
it-
by
there it is.
nature, I'm going to cut that off because I don't feel ashamed about a lot of stuff that they're saying, and I'm sorry about that. Now, we all have our own opinion.
Go ahead.
That is good, but it's also like, it's about your upbringing. What was you exposed to? Like, some people are sheltered. Like me, I wasn't sheltered. I actually was raised by men. They told
All right,
me.
stop talking
do
for 2
not-
seconds. I didn't finish my point.
My bad.
The point is that women in general don't offer men as much utility as men offer women. You don't agree with that?
No.
I think
Really?
that she was asking this question.
Who's the pickier gender?
What?
Who's the pickier gender?
Who's to pick my gender?
Who is the
Who's the
pickier
pickier gender?
Oh. I don't know. It really depends on the person.
Who has requirements of the opposite gender? Do men have more requirements of women, or do women have more requirements of men?
I think it depends on the person. I'm not going to just put people in a
In
category.
general,
I don't know. I feel like men, honestly. I feel
men
like,
have more requirements of women?
yeah, I feel like they like women to look a certain way, act a certain way.
Yeah, but then women have
If we're going to have a
expectations of men
conversation,
in
hold
terms
on,
of
hold on. If
financial
we're going to have a
stuff.
conversation and we're actually going to talk about facts, we need to establish like level playing ground here. The reality is that women are far more selective than men are.
Yeah.
That's just a biological reality because women have to carry the next child, which is very dangerous for 9 months. So they have to pick the next guy. So, I mean, if you're going to doze off and look at the chat and everything else like that and then have random quims here and there, well, do you have a girlfriend? You're not even listening to the conversation at hand.
I mean, I'm just wondering. I was just wondering.
No, but I mean, like, you're spacing out. You're not really paying attention or whatever.
I
I'm
am paying
explaining to you.
attention. That's why I asked.
So, no, because now you're being disingenuous because I asked you a very easy question. Who has more requirements of the opposite
And I
gender?
answered.
You know it's women that have more requirements of men, but you're trying to deflect and be funny here, which is fine.
Be funny? How is that funny?
You know, you're trying to deflect
Okay, I have a
and
question
switch
for
things
you.
around. But if you're gonna do that, that's fine. Then I'm just not gonna take you seriously in the
You
conversation.
don't have to take me seriously. I'm not taking you seriously.
Ooh.
Whose fucking podcast are you on?
Yours. I'm just saying.
So you obviously took it seriously because you dressed up and you came here, correct?
Yeah, I'm just saying that like when you say that like disrespectful things about women, I'm not taking you seriously.
I'm not being disrespectful. I'm being very honest here. That women don't offer men as much utility as men offer women. That's a fact.
It's
I'm-
not a fact. You just say that.
Yeah.
Huh?
Because facts,
It's a fact for you.
it's a fact for you just because you say it, but that doesn't make it a reality just because.
Who
you say
has
it.
more requirements of the opposite gender?
No, because those are two different things. You're saying women don't offer utility the way men
As
do.
much utility.
As
Men have
much.
to bring
Okay,
way.
as much.
This is a fucking fact. I don't care what any of you say. Men
Yeah,
have to
but,
bring
like,
way
where's
more.
the-
Stop interrupting.
where's
Men
the
have to bring way more to the table to get a girlfriend than a woman has to bring to the table to get a boyfriend.
That's true.
That is true.
That's true.
Okay, so then
still
shut
got
the
my
fuck up.
question
What are y'all
for
talking
you.
about? I'm literally saying it. Men have to bring way more value than women do. Why are you guys getting angry when it's absolutely fact? You are way more selective than most men. You guys probably have more standards than we do.
But why does that have
Definitely.
to do with the
That's
utility?
okay. I'm not saying that it's wrong, but
No,
I'm just
that-
saying, well, let's be honest here.
Yeah, okay, but
He just
what
gave
does
us a
it have to do
compliment. We
with
should
the
leave it
utility?
What,
Like
what does
the-
that have to do with utility?
Yeah.
Because women require utility from men to even take them seriously. Men don't require utility from women to take them seriously.
To take them seriously in what aspect? In a relationship aspect?
Yeah.
But
A girl can get a
okay.
relationship with a guy and bring nothing to the table.
Okay,
That's
because
facts.
you're viewing relationship as a formal trait. I think if you
And I'm
view
saying that
rela-
women-
That's
I'm
what
saying
marriage
women
came
win in the
from,
trade.
actually.
yeah, marriage. but
Myron,
not
do you believe in
relationship.
love?
We're not in the Middle Ages anymore. We're contract, so no.
Look,
Do you
like I said
believe in
before,
love,
you
Myron?
guys see, you guys don't like what I'm saying, but when I present you the question, you agree with what I'm saying. It's just that you don't like what I'm saying. But the truth is that men have to bring way more value to get sexual access than women have to bring value to get sexual access.
No, we
But you're
agree
putting
now. we
so
agree
many
now.
points out there. and
Can we
mixing
put
them
it in
up.
biology? Because
Yes,
she's
I
a
have an example for
she's a biology expert. Let me. I got it.
An A
She's a
high school.
biology expert.
Yeah, A.
So this rooted kind of from you being disturbed about the idea of a boss having multiple women. You seem mind boggled. Let me unboggle your mind.
I wasn't mind boggled.
Okay, we're gonna unboggle it all the same.
Okay.
So let's say it's just me as the maleness, all these women here, right? And I'm in good physical shape, you heard me? And I sling dick all night. I can get every last one of you pregnant tonight. Me by myself.
Yes.
Now let's flip it the other way, right? If it was all men here and it was just you as a woman, how many times could you get pregnant?
a singular time.
One time. The biology shows us that the woman gets pregnant one time by one man and then has to stick with that for 9 months. So if you and I go off and we both want to be 304s, I can impregnate half of Miami, but you just have to wait 9 months. You're pregnant by that one guy. You are designed to be dominated by one man. You are soil for one man. But a man is designed to spread his seed. Furthermore, you can only be soil up until you're about your mid-30s. And I can continue to sling this high quality seed to the day I die.
But
So it is for the strongest men to be able to sling as much seed as possible. You hear me? And you should try your best to stick with me so I don't get rid of you.
All right, let me ask, because you've been laughing the whole time. What did he say that was incorrect?
I don't know. The way he just like talks about women is just like very disrespectful.
But what was a lie?
Did I say something was a lie? No, I just said that it was just
So what's funny?
disrespectful.
So what's funny?
I'm laughing because I can't fathom that somebody is speaking like this like on the internet.
Wait, what was disrespectful?
Is it
Telling
how
the
he said
truth?
What was the
is it how he said
disrespectful
it?
listen,
part?
I think it's just the way that he worded it. He's just like
Can I give an example, please?
No,
okay.
no, pause.
no, because this entire time you guys have just been enabling it, and it's weird.
Wait, what?
You guys have just been enabling the way that he's speaking about women.
Well,
But,
actually,
I
you have to
mean,
be a
we
little
also kind of
optimistic,
knew what the
like,
podcast
yeah.
was when we got on here.
but that doesn't mean you just come on here and sit and let them. Say
Well,
it.
first of all,
Well, no, but I
just talk- just talk-
understand the
Don't
point.
talk for the whole table. Just say what your opinion is, because I'm not one of those. So
I didn't say
I'm just
anything.
letting you know because you put it out there. So just say in my opinion.
block.
in my opinion,
I feel like there's like a sensitivity that like, and I'm not even just saying this, but there's a sensitivity that a lot of women have where they say they want the truth, but they can't handle it.
Yeah.
And that
Handle the
is the
truth.
truth. Unfortunately, it is blunt, but it is the truth. And I know you're probably bothered by him saying soil or whatever, but at the same time, that's a comparison. It's just a comparison. It doesn't mean that he's objectifying you in that sense.
it's just like I don't know. It makes me
It's like
feel
a
weird.
wolf pack, okay? It's like lions. Think about nature. You know, the real alpha. Like, we're humans, but we're all mammals. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to think about a pack and how they procreate and everything like that, like, for example, that's the perfect example I can give you. And also how you said, like, far as the women that having babies and guys, I'm 29. My uncle is 21. 21.
That's good.
Okay.
I'm still trying to figure it out in my
My uncle is
head.
21.
Okay, so
Like-
again, I'm just trying to, because you were laughing and, you know, etc. Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, what's incorrect about what he said or what's the problem? You
Nothing.
don't like the way it's delivered?
No, I just didn't like the way it was delivered.
Okay.
Okay, but I mean, if a fact is spoken, does it really matter how it's said?
Yeah,
I mean, it depends on who you're talking to.
it's a fact.
Yeah, but if you're telling the truth, I mean, if you might not like
you
the way
can't
it's
you
said,
can't
but
cater
it's-
to everybody's like sensitivity. Like some people are just blunt and like they just tell you
Yeah,
how
I
it
know,
is.
and I didn't expect any of you to like explain how you're feeling about it. I was just looking at her.
But that's the problem. This isn't about feelings. It's about facts. And
No,
this,
but
the
you
truth
said
is,
that that we're enabling it. Like you specifically
you are.
called us that. How am I enabling it?
I just like I feel like
Because I agree.
yeah.
How is that enabling it?
No,